Your words on Cole Davies, mate. The impressive start to the campaign continued. Talent's there. He's made huge ground. He's going from strength to strength every week. So I guess he'll just continue along that upward trajectory by the look of it, doesn't it, mate?
I am so impressed by that kid. I don't know the last time I saw someone improve that much in a year, and that's an incredibly strong statement to make. Um, I don't know. Maybe I guess Ricky Carmichael in 1996 at Steel City went 16-7, something like that, 17-6, something like that at his first national, and then he went to Gatorback 7 months later and went 1-1. So that's a pretty big jump to make. And this may not be that. I get it. But results aside, what I'm watching him do on the motorcycle from last year to this year, I don't have the vocabulary to state strongly enough how difficult it is to make that big of a jump. He is so in control of what he's doing now versus when I watched a year ago. He looked like an amateur last year. I watched him ride, and he's like, I was like very shoulder shrug about him. Like, yeah, he can ride for sure, but I'm not seeing anything really impressive here. Like he can make mains, he could be okay, but then like gonna win races ever? I don't see that. Now when I watch it, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like no problem. Like we don't even have to worry about that. We can talk about something else because that kid is going to the front. I'm not even worried about it because I've seen this same thing a million times over. And when you've watched this many kids and been around them for this, I'm 40 years into this thing of watching this cycle, and you just know it when you see it on some levels. That kid's trajectory is very abnormal. And maybe he just made this jump and he'll kind of be in this spot for a while. But if he continues to improve at any sort of close to the same rate he's doing now, but I'm telling you, like 26, 27, if you don't have him in your championship conversations, it will be to your own peril.
Yeah, he's been so awesome. And I guess what would you specifically attribute that to? Obviously, moving to star racing, competing and testing himself against those heavy hitters, super fast youngsters every day in, day out at the goat farm. I guess that surely played a role as well, just to give him an idea of, what work needs to be done and what level you need to be at. And, Tomac called those young lads the hyenas, keeping him young, nipping at his heels. And they've got such a great framework there, variety of tracks, exposed to a lot of things that helps his development. So the SMX next, working with DB in the past, there's a lot of things that's got him to this point. Is there one that you would particularly point out, or a couple?
You know what? I think that the talent is really hard to overlook. The natural ability needs to be there. The unlock is what's really happened. Someone along the way, Daniel Blair, somebody saw it and said, "There's something here," but this next level unlock that he's undergone in the last year, that's something else. Maybe it was there the whole time, and he just needed the right bike and the right situation. And everybody matures at different times. Everybody, I think you can best relate things to your own experiences. And I was no different. When I was 12, 13, I wasn't very good. I was like super average for on a national level in America. And then like 14 to 15, I made a huge jump. And I don't really know why. It just kind of happened. Like my coordination caught up or something happened, and I made this gigantic jump forward to being like a top 5 national caliber guy. And I didn't really understand what the difference was at the time. And I bet if you ask Cole Davies, he wouldn't be able to laser pinpoint accuracy narrow it down either. He's just been putting in the work. He got on a better motorcycle. He was around faster people, and something clicked with all those things, and he took a huge step along the way. So I don't know, maybe somebody smarter than me or somebody close to him could tell you what made that jump happen, but it doesn't always have to be really that obvious, right? If you have the tools there, sometimes the biology and your equipment and all those things align to take you to that next level. The important, we don't really even have to know why. The important thing is for that kid is I've seen enough to be convinced. The way it's again, it's not the result. It's what I'm watching him do on the motorcycle. To me, is what matters. And yeah, he's just got it.